in the whip with another review. Oh my gosh, yo, this weekend was a fun weekend for movies. I'm feeling kind of good right now about the direction that the movies are going because I'm starting to enjoy movies again. First quarter, I wasn't enjoying movies. You know what I'm saying? I was throwing popcorn at the movies. It was not a good look, but this weekend was pretty good. Today's feature, Onward. Right out of the gate, I enjoyed this freaking movie. Like, yo, all right, I'm a kid at heart. Everybody knows that. I like to have fun. You know what I'm saying? Hold up. When it comes to the animated joints, some people are like, nah, well, they want to take their kid and they're not going to go check out this movie. Nah, bruh. If the movie's fire and it's animated, I'm in there. I don't care. I don't even care. Just shut your kids up when I'm trying to watch. Because I might go see it 1, maybe 2 times or whatever, so I can get the whole gist of the entire movie. But if your kids is making mad noise and I can't even focus, because the first time is for me. I'm in there for the animation, I'm in there for the colors and the magic and the story. And then the second time I go in, I'll probably be in the critique to tell y'all you should pay more money. You know what I mean? Generally, these animated films come out and it's so little stuff that is made for your child, with this weird content that we have in these movies. It's hard to take your child to go see something where it's not going to be, you know, just crazy. Every now and again, you'll get a film that's just worth it, where there's a life lesson in there and it touches your heart and your emotions and everything. This is one of those movies. Onward was definitely one of those movies. Definitely one of those movies, because I was like, oh, this is beautiful. Do the whole joint. Okay, let's get into this. Let's get into the stars. Let's get into the people that was in there doing their thing on the voiceover talents. Tom Holland, you know what I mean, aka Spider-Man. Peter Parker, you know, living his voice talents. And this is not his only movie with the voiceovers. There's another one. It's not coming to my head right now, but I'll probably post it up on screen. But he did his thing. There's something about his voice on characters that are really not sure of themselves and that need to grow throughout the entire movie, kind of like his Spider-Man character. It's like perfect. He has the perfect voice for characters like that. And he did his thing. So he plays Ian Lightfoot in this movie, and you got Chris Pratt, who you already Star-Lord, bring it. You know what I mean? He's got a voice. He's got a great voiceover. See, they got great voiceover. They will always have work. If Star-Lord ever gets killed in one of these movies, Chris will still have work. Great voiceover talent. Great. Julia Dreyfus, who's been in the acting game for long, related to Richard Dreyfuss, famed actor. Both of them have really good acting chops, so she's from a lineage of good acting. I've always liked Julia. I've always liked her. She plays the mom in this movie. And Chris is playing Bart, the part of Bart Lightfoot, big brother. And then Octavia Spencer, you already know what she do. Okay? Lending her vocal talents to the movie. Bruh. Definitely take your kid to go see it. But if you want something that's a little bit heartfelt, whatever, go check the movie. So basically, storyline, in a quick nutshell, they come from a world where, you know, it was the old ways. Magic was key. Magic was like the Force in Star Wars. Magic was everywhere. Not everyone could wield it though. That's why you had mages, wizards, things like that. Some could wield like the entire spectrum of magic, and some can only wield parts of magic. That's why you had mages that could just heal people. That's why you had sorcerers could conjure things. That's why you had, you know, master wizards who would have mastered several parts of a certain specialty in the magic. So, and it was hard. Now, everybody had magic within them, but it was just harder to wield than others. So they started inventing things. And this correlates to today's society, where everything goes modernized and we stop doing things the old ways. And some of the old ways were actually, good. It was good to build character and things like that. Build strength in certain instances. Same thing with this movie. Everything gets modernized. Like, people stop having a magician create fire with their wand or their staff, create fire like that. Because somebody in the village learned how to use electricity. And there's no need for it. So the need for magic starts to fade away as these villages and society begins to upgrade. And as society begins to upgrade, there's just no need anymore for magic or anything like that. And it starts to fade away and people forget about it. Except for Bart. Bart grew up with a taste of magic because his dad was kind of into it before his dad died. And the mom is like, I got something for you. Gives Ian this staff and he opens it up. He opens up the president's staff that his dad had with this stone and this spell that the dad actually writes the spell, which will let him see his kids for 24 hours and then he disappears again, which is actually pretty cool. I was like, wow, okay, I like the concept, whatever. And then Ian picks up the staff and he barely says the first line and all of a sudden stuff starts shaking. So obviously you see that Ian's the one who has magic in him. You don't know how strong it is until later on. And the more you believe, this is another life lesson. Like, people might doubt you in certain things that you're trying to do or accomplish or whatever. But if you can see it, if you can believe it, you can bring it to pass. Like, you can make it manifest in real life, which is, deep. There's so many messages in this movie, so many life lessons in this movie. Like, that alone made it worth it. Not to even say that the storyline was fire, the action was fire, the jokes were just hilarious. Everything worked. Needless to say, Ian tries to do the spell and he doesn't really have confidence because he doesn't really understand what he's doing, doesn't understand the power that he has, and plus he really doesn't believe. So only half the spell works and only the bottom half of the dad appears. So they're walking around on a quest to find another stone so that they can finish the incantation, so that they can see their dad before the end of the 24 hours before he disappears again. And that's basically what the movie's about. They're on a quest for the other stone. Ian's all about the logic and what you can see, and Bart is all about the old ways. Like, you just have to believe. And everything is going by his gut. But it seems like they play him off like he's a loser and everything. But he's not. The kid is freaking brilliant because he believes, and because he believes, it kind of helps Ian believe towards the end. Of course, they have the whole thing where it looks like it's not going to work, and Ian stops believing, and he blames him for not being able to see his dad because time is running out. And it's just, oh man, it's so good. And then he comes to the realization that, yo, I never really had a dad to do all the things that I want to do that's on this list. But I had my big brother this whole time who looked out for this kid. He looked out for his little brother. He loved his little brother. Everything that he put on his list that he wanted to do with his dad, his big brother did with him, which was actually, by that point, your boy looked like the freaking bawling emoji, son. Like, tears were shooting out in every direction at this point. The story was just, it was a great story. And yo, I can't do anything less except forgive this bad boy a 4.95 out of 5. 4. Only reason why I'm taking off 0.5 and I'm being that dude is because there was no after credit, no post after credit, which it could have just put anything for the encore post after credit, but there's no post after credit, so I'll take off the 0.5 just for that. Otherwise, perfectly made animated movie with a message, with a good story, with great voice acting. You can spend money. Go check that one out. Loved it. So, in the meantime and in between time, your boy will holla at you. See you in the movies, man. Deuces.